What's going on, everybody? This is Soulful, bringing you guys episode 9 of Surviving Mars. And we are moving right along with this particular Let's Play series. Hope you guys are enjoying it. I am having a ball playing Surviving Mars. In this particular episode, we are going to basically just work mostly on the mission evaluation objectives. If you are following the series, you did hear in the last episode we have to get a total of 40 technologies researched within the first 100 days. At this point, we have researched quite a few of them, and I think we're up to 31 research technologies so far. So we have about 9 left to go before uh, the evaluation is going to end, and that is coming up very soon to show you that. Right there, what I was actually installing was a new research center. What that does is it allows scientists to work in the research center, and that increases more research points. So we wanted to go ahead and add that in. Right here, this is probably the most useful tool in your Surviving Mars series. Is going to be the shuttle hub. We are finally adding our shuttle hub to this actual Let's Play series. What this actual building does, it basically is exactly what it is. The drone commander is the one that commands drones. This actually controls flying actual drones. So the flying drones basically are like transport drones. They transport supplies and resources from one end of the map to the other end of the map. And if you have multiple of them, they're able to transport resources all around your colonies. So this is the installation of our first shuttle hub. It starts off with the first shuttle hub including 3 shuttles. It just requires fuel as part of its actual ability for the shuttles to be able to fly. So we make sure we have the fuel depots turned on so they can create fuel. And they can only fly when there's clear weather. Right now we're currently underneath a dust storm. So with the dust storm going on, you don't get to see the shuttles, but that is definitely going to be an exciting moment once you get to see the shuttles flying around, transporting the resources. So that is definitely coming up. So right here, I'm actually noticing that we need some more dumping sites. So we're going to go ahead and get those established. I did outsource a lot of research in our last episode. So definitely, if you didn't get a chance to check it out, check out this the previous episode in this playlist. That definitely shows that we had outsourced quite a bit of research points, so that way we can burn through the technologies and get that 40 mark that we were trying to get to. So at this point, we're just going through making sure the lowest research cost, because we're basically doing about 2,800 research points per day. So we can basically, if they're low enough, we can knock them out like 2 in one day. And so that's the reason why we're trying to queue up the ones that had the lowest amount of research costs first. So I just finished up working on the dumping sites, as you just saw. Right now what I'm doing is I'm actually thinking about water. This particular water deposit is going to eventually run out, and we need to have a lot more stored water. And with the second update that they released, they gave us these beautiful new water tanks that holds, I think, almost 2,000 liters of water, and it's absolutely amazing. I'm loving the fact that they installed this, because those little small water tanks don't really help anything, and you have to have like a farm of them just to be able to keep up with your colony's resources and requirements. So having these larger tanks definitely was a beautiful addition that the developers made for us in the second update. So I'm definitely very happy with that. You're going to see them, the little robots, go ahead and get that installed. So definitely that's going to be a great sight to see.
Research complete.
Alright, so right here you're actually going to see something very rare to see with the small amount of threats that we get in this area. But it was amazing for me.
Meteor incoming. Pipe leak reported.
So that's what it would look like with a meteor impacting your area. It basically took out everything in that little spot. All the cables were destroyed. Quite a few of the robots were damaged. And we had to repair everything just to get us back up and running, which was quite kind of interesting. And then the area got struck by lightning, so that also was quite interesting how devastating a lot of the threats can be in this area. Alright, so now the dust storm eases up, and here come the little drones. There you go. Get to see them flying, transporting resources. A lot of maintenance needed to be done to the dome, and the little transport shuttle is not always the best means of being able to transport.
Cable fault reported.
But these are absolutely amazing. And when you have enough of them flying around the map, it's absolutely crazy. It looks like a actual highway of just flying airplanes everywhere. It's crazy. Alright, so right here, we're actually going to
Milestone achieved.
get a milestone. Our first Martian-born child was actually conceived in this dome. So we have our first Martian-born, which was quite an impressive feat. Soul 86 had our first Martian-born.
Sector scanned.
So with the child being born, currently he would take up a slot in the apartment. But I'm actually going to make some changes to this dome. And you're going to notice that we're going to add a little small little area just for the little kids in this particular dome. It's going to make it absolutely really nice and very enjoyable. And it increases the comfort level inside the dome when you add little things like this. So that way they will continue to conceive more and more kids in the actual dome. So that way the colony can grow. Alright, so right here we are burning through the research. As you can see, we're making right now 625 research points per soul. The research lab was just created, so that gives us 125 research points added to the 500 we already had, so that's perfect. So right now we're just queuing up the smaller ones to get them knocked out. And I think I do some more outsourcing. Let me check. Yeah. But we don't have that many more to go. We were already, I think, up to 31. So definitely we're getting close and very close.
Sector scanned. Research complete.
Alright, so foreshadowing that we're going to start getting low on the resource of water, I went ahead and I added our first water reclamation tower inside this particular dome. What this tower does, it allows the dome to recycle 70% of the water that's used, which is very, very important, especially with the farm being there. The farm uses up probably the most water in this particular dome, so we want to kind of recycle a lot of that resource. And even in the status bar at the very top, there's a little water droplet. You see we have a surplus of 15 on water, and that definitely is going to increase because of the reclamation tower. So definitely that is very helpful. Definitely I would recommend it, especially in your very first domes. You want to make sure you're recycling a lot of the water, because you don't want to use it up too quickly, especially if the resource is not a whole lot. And here it goes being created. It really looks cool. You know, the water basically just filters just down into each other, and that's how it gets recycled and gets processed.
Sector scanned.
Time flies. The day of the final mission evaluation is drawing near. It's probably a good time to look at the colony statistics and address any goals and issues that we haven't so far.
Alright, so this is the reminder that lets us know that we have 10 days remaining before we hit that 100-day mark. And we are at 31 technologies researched. So definitely we are doing pretty well. We definitely want to go ahead and queue up some more. I saw a lot of these other ones that still had smaller amounts of like 2,000 research costs were still hadn't done. And I was like, let's go ahead and knock them out because they're really quick and easy. So that's why I knocked them out really right now real quickly. And I'm going to do the outsource on this one as well. See, there we go. We got the outsource completed. I'm going to do it one more time. Yep. And now we're getting over 4.7 thousand research points per day. Now, a few of those that I just queued up only required 1,500 research points, 2,000 research points. So we're going to knock them out really, really quickly. And we are going to hit that 40 mark. That's the definite objective, is trying to hit that 40 mark before the 100-day soul mark hit. And we still have 10 days left, so if we can knock out 2 research technologies in 1 day, we'll definitely be moving ahead. And we still continue to get the reminders continuously of each day of the last 9 days. So definitely you'll get those, and you'll see how the number keeps going up on how many technologies we completed in that window. Right here, this is where I'm making that change. I'm actually adding a little playground for the little kid because he can't work, but we want to give him something that he can do. He can eat at the normal restaurant or at the grocer like normal, but you want to give him somewhere where he can be able to go play and have something to do all day long. So we do that. And then we're going to add in a little nursery as well, so we can get him out of the apartment complex.
Now that the most critical phase of the mission is behind us, we would argue it's a good time to start focusing on our mission evaluation goals.
Alright, so that is the next reminder letting us know that we have 9 days remaining before the 100-day evaluation. And as you did notice, it went from 31 to 33, so it definitely did increase. So definitely knocking out 2 technologies in 1 day was absolutely amazing. Right here, what I'm doing is I'm actually just tearing out this last concrete extractor. Definitely it is not going to work anymore. The deposit has been completed. So we're just going to knock this out and scavenge it so we can get the machine parts from it. So definitely I'm kind of really excited. You know, I've never actually made the full 40 technologies before in previous Let's Plays. So I actually want to see what is going to happen once we do hit that particular mark. So definitely I am really excited about that. Here I am. I'm actually going to go ahead and go back into the research tree, make sure what we have queued up is ready to go. So see, the 4,700 points that we have is just eating through these technologies. It's absolutely crazy. I'm just queuing the next few so we can get them all queued up. Yep, got that all situated. So we're definitely going to meet that 40 mark. I'm not definitely worried about it. So at this point, guys, we are going to go ahead and end this particular episode here of Surviving Mars. Definitely, I hope you guys are enjoying it just as much as I am. Definitely, if you want to see more of this content, please hit that like button. Lets me know that you are enjoying the content and you want me to continue to create more of it. As well, reach out to us over on Twitter. Definitely, you can always hit me up on Twitter at any time. Send me DMs or anything of that nature. It's at SoulfulSax Gaming. As well, don't forget to follow us over on Twitch. That's the new live Let's Play channel. That's at twitch.tv/SoulfulSax Gaming. And I'm going to let you guys go here. Hope you enjoyed. Later, guys.